Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to watch this video. Tonight's Past Life Regression is with a wonderful lady called Jenny. I hope you enjoy the session as much as I enjoyed conducting it with her. If you are interested to get every single notification, if you haven't already, then do click on the subscribe. Click the little bell notification if you wish to get every single video that appears on this channel. Anyway, this session I found really enjoyable and interesting. I'll speak to you after the video. In a moment I'm going to count to 3. The door will open to this past life. Be pleased and delighted with what you can see, sense, experience through this door. You'll be looking out of your body in this past life, out your own eyes. Get ready for the door to open on 3. 1, 2, 3. The door opens to your past life. Describe to me what you can see and sense through this door.
At the moment, I'm just getting lightning bolt.
Okay.
Feels very nice.
Are you happy to go through that door?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you just go through that door to what you're sensing and experiencing now, and allow that door to close behind you. Describe to me what else you're aware of.
I can see in the far distance a light. Almost looks like an aura around a person. At the moment it's still quite dark, but I can see that light.
Okay. And allow your higher self now to let you know where you are in this moment. And let me know what that is.
It feels like I'm in Gloucester.
Okay. So in Gloucester, what is that person? Is that person in front of you still with the aura?
They're coming and going. They're not very clear.
Okay. And this person that's not so clear, what does your higher self say that that person in front of you is in connection with you?
It's me.
It's you. Okay.
Yeah.
So now, in the body that you are now, just allow yourself to be aware of your legs, how you're dressed, and describe that to me, please.
I've got trousers on.
Okay.
I've got man's shoes on.
Okay.
They're black leather, very, very shiny. Not very comfortable.
Okay. Why are they not very comfortable?
Feels like I've done a lot of walking in them.
Okay. Now you said you've got man shoes on. I'm just checking in. Are you male or female in this life?
Yes, I'm male.
Male. Okay. And now from your subconscious mind, how old are you in this life?
45.
45. Very good. And now allow the name of what they call you in this life to come into your mind. What do they call you?
Adam.
Adam. Okay, Adam. Now, Adam, on the next count of 3, the year will come into your mind of what year it is. 1, 2, 3. What year is it?
1953.
1953. Okay, Adam. You said you're in Gloucester. Is that where you feel you are now?
Yes. Yes.
Describe to me the surrounding, where what you can see right now as you look around you.
I feel like I'm in Westgate Street.
Okay.
Lots of shops.
That's good. Are you aware of any particular shops in front of you?
It's a man's clothing store.
Okay. What I'd like you to do now is, we're being aware of that man's clothing store. I'm going to count to 3, and then when I count to 3, be able to read or be aware of what the name is of this man's clothing store. 1, 2, 3. What's the name of this man's clothing store?
Something like Edwards.
Edwards. Very good. And now on the next count of 3, your surname, of what your surname is this lifetime. 1, 2, 3. What's your surname?
I don't know.
That's okay. May come out later. So, Adam, I'd like to know what you're doing. You said you've been walking a long time. If I can ask your subconscious mind to reveal to you why you feel you've been walking a long time, or if you have been walking a long time.
I'm a postman.
Postman. Okay.
Yeah.
And are you working at the moment?
No, day off.
Okay. And if I can ask you, Adam, do you enjoy the work that you do?
Love it.
Good.
Out in the fresh air, it's amazing.
Wonderful. Now, Adam, I'm going to take you back in time, staying with this lifetime, to your earliest memory. Allow yourself to go to your earliest memory now, and let me know what that is.
I'm sat on the floor playing with toys, and there's a lady doing the washing. It's wash day, so I've got to stay out of the way.
Okay. And how old are you now as you're on the floor playing with your toys? How old are you?
4.
4. And describe some of these toys that you're playing with.
One's a wooden train, and it's got lots of carriages and pieces of track that you put together. It's my favourite toy at the moment. It goes everywhere with me. There's some soft toys around. Some building blocks as well.
Very good. So, as you said, there's a lady with you washing. What do you feel her connection is to you, this lady who's washing?
I feel like she's grandmother. She doesn't feel like mother.
Okay. Describe this grandmother figure to me, please.
She got curlers in her hair, make her look funny. She has them covered with a pink net. She's smoking a cigarette as well, and the ash is dropping down her front. It's really funny. She's got an apron on. She's wearing slippers. And she's singing as well.
Very good. And now on the next count of 3, her name will come into your mind. 1, 2, 3. What's her name?
Margaret.
Margaret. Wonderful. Now, we'll move further forward in time, staying with this lifetime to you being at the age of 10. Allow that to happen now, at the age of 10. And describe to me what you're experiencing now at the age of 10.
I feel like I'm led down. Feels like I'm in hospital.
Okay.
I don't know why though.
How, if you check in with yourself, are you feeling this moment? Are you getting any sensations anywhere in your body that from your higher self lets you know why you're in hospital?
Feels like something to do with my bones. I think it's around my pelvis, my hips, my legs.
Okay. What I'm going to do now is, staying with this lifetime, is to go to the moment of when you first realised, staying with this lifetime, that you needed to have some sort of treatment for your hip, your pelvis. On the count of 3, allow yourself to go to that. 1, 2, 3. Allow yourself to go to that time now and describe to me what happened.
I'm not really getting anything. I feel as though it wasn't discussed with me. It was whatever was done without my knowledge.
Okay. Do you feel that it was giving you any problems before you realised you had to go into hospital?
No, this feels almost as though it was an accident, a trauma.
Okay. Okay.
I think it feels as though it was very sudden.
Okay. On the next count of 3, we'll go back to the time we're in hospital. 1, 2, 3. That time we're in hospital. And describe to me what you can see in this hospital, what you're aware of around you as you take in the surroundings.
There's lots of other children. I am in the children's ward. I'm not really seeing very clearly.
Allow your senses to help as well.
Oh, I smell disinfectant. It's quite quiet. There's not a lot of sounds. I can hear some children sort of talking, but it's very hushed. I can see a few nurses.
Do you know any of the names of any of the nurses?
No.
That's okay. Are you aware of this ward that you're in having a name or a number at all?
Number 19.
19. Very good. Now, on the next count of 3, I'd like you to go to the moment just when you're about to leave hospital. 1, 2, 3. Time when you're going to leave hospital. And let me know what's happening now.
I'm on crutches.
Okay.
I've get me into a wheelchair to take me out to meet my parents. But I've got crutches in my hands ready.
Okay. And just go to the moment when you're outside and you're meeting your parents. Allow that to happen now, the first time you see your parents after being discharged from hospital. And describe to me how they look.
Relieved. Glad to have me back home. Or able to take me home. Feels like I've been in there for quite a long time, so they're relieved that I can come home now.
Very good. And describe your father. How does your father look?
He's just sat in the car. It's my mother that comes to greet me. He's sat in the car waiting. He's got a moustache. He's wearing a flat cap.
Very good. And what's your father's name?
I've got 2 names. One was Alfred and one was Harold.
Okay. Do you know why you're getting 2 names for him?
It feels as though he was known by 2 different names. Yeah, it feels like he was known by 2 different names by different people.
Okay. And describe your mother. How does your mother look?
Beautiful. She's amazing. She's got long, wavy hair. It's dark. She's wearing this. I can see that she's wearing a dress, but I can't see the detail of it. She's not particularly tall, but she's quite slim.
Okay. And allow her name to come into your mind now. What's your mother's name?
Mary.
Mary. Wonderful. And you said your dad is in the car. Just describe to me what this car looks like that he sat in.
It's black. It looks like a Morris Minor. I get a very strong feeling that that's what it is. It's quite a big one. Yeah.
Very good. Now, we'll just move forward a little bit in time to the time when they pick you up, when you first arrive back home. So you can describe what your home looks like. Allow yourself to go to that time now when you're just arriving home. Tell me about that, please.
Oh, it's a terraced house. We live in a whole street of terraced houses. It's a wooden front door. I can't see what colour it is.
It's okay.
There's a long corridor that goes off to 2 separate rooms and then through to the kitchen.
Wonderful. And now, on the count of 3, the name of the street that you live in will come to your mind. 1, 2, 3. What's the name of the street you live in?
It's Napier Street.
Napier Street. Very good. Now, staying with this lifetime, we'll move further forward in time, further forward to you being at the age of 15. And allow that to happen now. You're at the age of 15. And describe that to me.
I'm having a cigarette with my mates.
Okay.
We're all having one. It's not the first time.
And where are you at the moment?
We're down an alley by where I live.
And some of your other mates, what are some of their names? Allow a couple of their names to come into your mind now of what they're called, your mates.
One is John.
Very good.
And one is Paul. There's a girl here, Sandra.
Wonderful. And what else do you get up to with your mates?
Oh, we do cherry knocking.
Okay.
Don't tell anyone.
No.
Just, we like adventure. We like going into old buildings,
Okay.
climbing through them, exploring them.
Very good. Now let's move either further forward or back in time around this time, staying with this lifetime. When you're exploring an old building, allow that to happen now. A time when you're exploring one of these buildings, and describe what it looks like and where you are.
I'm not sure where I am at the moment, but it's a big old factory.
Okay.
Some windows that are broken. It's very dusty and dirty. It has an old tin roof.
Okay.
And I've got a few holes in it.
Do you know what work they did in this factory?
It smells quite oily, so I think it was a factory of some type with machinery.
Okay. And is this close to where you live?
No, this is somewhere by where Sandra lives.
Okay. And just now staying with this lifetime, we move to a time when you were nearby where Sandra lives. I like that to happen now. Time when you're near or in the street where Sandra lives. Describe it to me, please.
Big posh houses. Really big posh houses. Lots of trees. I can't see the name of the road clearly, but it begins with A.
Very good. Do you feel this is in Gloucester where she lives, or somewhere else?
It's in Gloucester, but not close to where I live. It's
Okay.
like in a different area of Gloucester.
That's fine. Now, staying with this lifetime, I want you to move to now being at the age of 20. Allow that to happen now. You're at the age of 20 in this lifetime, Adam. And let me know what's happening.
I'm in the pub now. Having a
Very
drink.
good.
Yeah.
Describe this pub to me.
It's very full. With lots and lots of people here. Very smoky. And there's music on in the background.
Very good. And what are you drinking in this pub?
Beer.
Beer. Very good. Now, staying with this lifetime, I want you to be able to tell me the name of the pub. 1, 2, 3. What's the name of this pub?
I'm not sure.
That's okay. We'll just go to, so just before you go into the pub, just so you can describe what the outside of the building looks like. Allow that to happen now. So you're outside the pub so you can describe what it looks like.
It's a brick building. It looks like red brick. It feels as though it's in Westgate Street.
Okay.
I think it might be the Lamprey.
Very good. And is the Lamprey, if this is where you go, a regular pub for you to visit?
Yeah, all of those down Westgate Street. We go in them all.
Wonderful. Very good. Now, staying with this lifetime, we'll move a little bit further forward in time. Further forward to you being at the age of 25. Now in your 25th year. And describe to me what's happening in your 25th year.
I'm about to be married.
Very good. And who's the lady you're about to be married to?
Julie.
Julie. Very good. And tell me how you first met Julie.
It was in the pub.
Very good. Very good. Do you feel this was in the Lamprey or in another pub?
This was in a different pub, not in Gloucester.
Okay.
We just met by chance, and we both live in Gloucester. So that's how we've come to get together.
Very nice. Which town were you visiting at this time?
It's somewhere in Birmingham.
Birmingham. Very good. Let's see if we can get the name of this pub that you met this lady in. See what the name is. Allow that to happen now. What name do you feel the pub was?
I'm seeing two things. I'm seeing a swan, and I'm seeing matchsticks.
Okay.
But it's not coming together as a name.
That's fine. Now let's move to the time when you both went on your very first date. Allow that to happen now. Your first date together after this experience of meeting in the pub. Allow it to happen now. What did you do?
I picked her up from her parents' house.
Very
and we
good.
went to the cinema.
Wonderful.
We sat in the back row. Didn't really see a lot of the film.
Very good. And what was the name of this cinema you took her to?
It was the Regal, I think.
Regal. Very good. And do you know what you saw when you went to the Regal?
It was some sort of horror film.
Okay.
But I can't recall the name.
That's okay. Now, we'll go to the day of your wedding. Allow that to happen now. Day of your wedding. And describe that to me.
Everyone's really happy. I'm waiting for her to come down the aisle.
Very good. And is this a church wedding or are you getting married somewhere else?
Yes, it's a church wedding. It's a very small church.
Okay. Allow the name of the church now to come into your subconscious mind. What's the name of this church?
St Mary's.
St Mary's. Very good. And is this St Mary's in Gloucester?
Yes.
Very good. Wonderful. I'd like you just to move us a little bit further forward in time to just after the wedding ceremony has finished. I just want to know if you're doing anything with friends or family after the wedding ceremony has finished.
Yeah, we're all going to the pub.
Right.
Again. My family have put on the food.
Very nice.
Yeah, so we're just eating, drinking and being merry and dancing and singing.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
What sort of food have they put on for you to all enjoy?
Sandwiches, egg sandwiches, tuna sandwiches, all sorts of cakes, lots and lots of cakes.
Wonderful. And just whilst we're here, we'll just see if we can get your surname coming out now in this lifetime, just on the count of 3. If it happens, wonderful, but if it doesn't, it's fine too. Just see if we can get it. Allow that surname to come into your mind at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. What's your surname?
Bishop.
Bishop. Very good. Now, staying with this lifetime, we'll move it further forward in time to being at the age of 30. Well, now at the age of 30, I'd like to know what's happening in this year, please.
This was the year I started at the post office.
Wonderful.
I have a child, but I'm not sure yet if it's born.
Okay.
So we're either expecting or it's here, which is why I've got to have my job.
Very good. Now, if you just describe to me where you pick the letters up from, where you collect the post from, if you can describe that building to me.
not really getting. Feels like it's somewhere in the middle of town, in the middle of Gloucester. Feels like Southgate Street.
Okay.
But I'm not getting an image of the building or.
That's fine. Don't force anything, just allow stuff to come. Very good. Now, we'll just move further forward now, 1 year from where you are now. So we just do that now, 1 year further forward from where you are now. And what's happening in this year?
Okay, we've had our baby, good boy.
Wonderful.
Named him Jonathan.
Lovely.
And he's awesome.
Very good.
Yeah.
That's very good to hear. And just describe to me where you've set up home in this year with you being married and having the baby.
I think that I'm still with in my parents' house.
Okay.
It certainly feels as though it's at that area of Napier Street. I'm not getting the specific house.
That's fine. Very good. Now let's move further forward in time, staying with this lifetime to you being at the age of 40. Allow that to happen now. You're at the age of 40. Tell me what you're doing now at the age of 40.
Got another child.
Wonderful.
Daughter.
Very good.
Mainly me working, pay the bills.
And what's your daughter's name?
Joanne.
Joanne. That's a lovely name. So you're working to pay the bills, and if you can stay in with this lifetime, now go to a time in this lifetime where you may or may have not learned something that will help you in future lives. Allow yourself to go to that time now. Describe to me what's happening.
I'm not really getting anything.
That's all right. If something was there, you'll know. If not, then you won't. So it's fine. Very good. So let's move further forward, staying with this lifetime. Further forward, so you're at the age of 50. Now at the age of 50. And tell me about your 50th year.
Can relax more. The children are getting older. They're developing their new identities, their own identities, their own lives.
That's good.
I can take the missus out.
Lovely.
Have some fun.
Where do you like to go with the missus?
Oh, we go to the pub.
Yeah.
We do a lot of walking. We go canal walking.
Lovely.
Yeah, in the countryside walking.
That's wonderful. Now, staying with this lifetime, we move further forward in time. further forward to you now being at the age of 60 and allow that to happen now. Tell me about your 60th year.
I'm a grandparent.
Very good.
Really, really lovely.
How does that feel?
Oh, it's magical. It really is. My daughter's children.
Daughter's children.
My son hasn't got any yet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just, and the bonus is that I can hand them back. Like, I can sit on the floor and play with them, and then I don't have to worry about getting them dirty or anything. They're just a delight to be with.
Very good. So I'd like you to be now in a time when you're playing with your grandchildren, and just describe to me the surroundings and who's there at the time. So tell me about that now.
Okay, I'm in my daughter's house. Her husband works very, very hard, so they've got a lot of nice things. There's three grandchildren. Two boys and a girl.
Very good. And what does your daughter's husband do for work?
He's a manager.
Very good.
Very well to do. Suit, tie, hat. Very respectable.
Wonderful. And now allow your subconscious mind to let you know what he's the manager of and where he works. Allow that to happen on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Very large department store.
Okay.
Feels as though it's a multinational company. You know, a chain store.
Very good. That's wonderful. And allow his name and then surname to come into your mind of what your daughter's husband's called. Allow that to happen now.
Got the surname Parks before.
Very good.
I think it's Simon.
Simon Parks.
Simon Parks.
That's very good. Now, on the count of 3, we'll move further forward in time, further forward to you being in your 70s. 1, 2, 3. You're now in your 70s. And tell me about that.
Oh, I'm aching.
Okay.
All that walking that I used to do. My legs now hurt.
Okay. Sorry to hear that.
Still enjoying the grandchildren. They're growing up quick. I can't believe how quick they grow up. My wife isn't well.
Sorry to hear that. What's wrong with your wife?
She's got cancer.
Sorry to hear that. When I move further forward to being at the age of 80, I'll allow that to happen now, you're at the age of 80. Tell me about that.
My wife passed.
I'm very sorry to hear about your wife's passing.
My family was amazing.
Good.
They support. They really do support me. I'm not left alone. Yeah, I want to go with her.
Okay. Now, we'll go to your very last year within this lifetime, and you will only experience what emotions you wish to experience from this moment. Just allow yourself to go to your very last year on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. It's your very last year. And describe where you are and what's happening in your very last year.
I'm in bed.
Okay.
I've not really got it for a little while now. Yeah, I think I'm close to the end.
Okay. And how old are you now?
89.
89. Very good. Now, on the next count of 3, it'll be your very last 10 seconds, and again, only experiencing what emotions you're happy to experience at this moment. And as when you get to your last 10 seconds, I'll count backwards from 10 to 0. And at 0 will be your moment of passing. And you can just describe to me what you experience. But now, on the count of 3, go to your very last 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3. It's your very last 10 seconds.
So peaceful.
It's good.
Really peaceful.
And where are you?
I'm in bed.
Okay.
My family.
You have your family. I'll just count backwards from 10 to 0 now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. You've just passed over. Let me know what you're experiencing now. You've just passed over.
See my wife.
Lovely.
See my parents. And it's such an amazing feeling of just being completely free. No pain. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, it's amazing.
That's good. Just allow yourself to move forward just a little bit in time within this life between lives. And just let me know what's happening now.
I'm working with the angels.
That's lovely.
Helping to guide them, to guide people on earth, to help them deal with the trauma of losing a loved one.
That's good.
Surrounded by love.
If you enjoy that feeling of love, I'll just allow you to enjoy that just for a moment whilst I'm quiet. If I can get you to review the life you just experienced, to see what the lesson was from that lifetime, what does your higher self say?
Despite the difficulties that you may have, you can always create something better. You don't have to stay with those difficulties and let them define who you are or what you do.
That's very good. And allow you to take that message with you through to other lives in the future. At some other stage, we may well explore another life, but just want to know for now, how do you know, after this wonderful experience of working with the angels, when it's time to go back and experience another life? What does your higher self say?
Go for it. You'll always be supported. You're always loved.
I like that. Do you feel you need any healing from this past life experience?
No, nothing. Just knowing it has been enough.
Good. In a moment, I'm going to count to 3. On 3, we're back in that corridor where you started from. The door will be closed to this past life, but can be opened whenever you wish to re-experience it. The same goes for all your other lives. Allow yourself to go back into that corridor you started from. The count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Back in that corridor. And just let me know that you're there.
Okay.
Thank you. Now, on the next count of 3, you'll awaken from this nice, deep, relaxed state. You'll feel refreshed, alert, pleased and happy to have had this experience. Remembering everything about this session with crystal clear clarity. Waking up calm, positive, relaxed, and ready for the rest of the evening. All right now. 1, becoming aware of your hands resting comfortably. 2, small movements in your body, signaling that it'll soon be time to awaken. On 3, eyes open, alert, refreshed, and ready for the rest of the evening. You did very well, Jenny. How did that feel?
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
Thank you.
Oh gosh. Because I didn't see a lot, I just felt it, and that's
Yeah.
what I had to work,
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, because I was also aware that in this life I have my hip problem, so I wasn't trying to fit what I was feeling with what I know,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's amazing. And it's funny because I lived in Napier Street.
Oh, did you?
in this lot, yeah. Before I moved here, I lived in Napier Street for 18 odd years.
Yeah.
So it was sort of like, well, am I bringing that up because I know that's where I live? But so I had to, no, that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Just a matter of interest, when you were in Napier Street, did you feel like a connection? Like, I mean, not putting. If you didn't, then don't just say.
No.
But did you feel like it was home to you when you were there?
It sort of did, but sort of didn't, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was a very different time. I honestly can't say yes or no to that.
That's fine.
But,
was it surprising for you to kind of, I mean, have you felt a connection with the post office, or has it just been, oh, I didn't expect to go there?
That was really surprising. Was surprising. But the link into walking doesn't, because I did used to love walking around. But yeah, so when I was told I'll use a postman, I was like, oh, okay. So, but it doesn't surprise me that I was in Gloucester, because a lot of past life stuff that I've done, I've always been in Gloucester.
Okay.
So it's definitely somewhere that I've got to be.
Well, you also get, I mean, particularly in India, a lot of people just kind of stay very local when they get
Yeah,
reincarnated, and sometimes just move into like neighboring villages and stuff like that. So it does seem to be quite a theme that people tend to, not always, I mean, you get people all over the
yeah,
world in different countries, but tend to have their experience in their hometown. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That's it.
yeah,
Cool. Yeah,
brilliant.
yeah.
Thank you
Thank you
so
very much.
much. Oh,
Oh,
you're
thank
welcome.
you. Amazing. Yeah, it was just like lots of lots of things to think about, and just yeah, it's amazing.
Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this session tonight. Thank you to every single person that commented on this video. I'll see you soon in another upload. Whatever you're doing, thank you again for watching, and have an outstanding day, evening, whenever you watch this video.